What is going on, guys? My name is Andres and welcome to yet another video, and today we're going to be talking about the 15 things that you should know in high school before college. Coming up. Number 1, ask yourself this first question. Is college necessary for what you want to do? You don't need to have all the answers right out of high school. There are tons of different avenues that you can make a lot of money in and you can be happy in. For example, there's like the stock market, real estate, starting a business, like learning a trade, like there's so many options. And I think it's important that you understand your why before you even start pursuing something. Don't just follow a certain path just because that's what your parents or your community expects of you. You're smart and you're capable of finding what makes you happy in life. I think we all know people who've got their specific major and whatever and ended up not doing a damn thing that relates to like their actual major. They just end up getting thousands of dollars into debt and not utilizing any of the information that they learned in college. And if you have an interest in something that requires college, such as medicine, then don't let anyone sway you from pursuing your goal. Alright, number 2, take college classes in high school. Most high schools don't prepare you worth the and they definitely do not teach you for how demanding college could be. So that's why I think it's a great idea to get at least a taste of what college can actually be like. Definitely take these college classes, even if you're not taking like any AP classes at all. Also, try and make sure that your credits like transfer to like your specific school that you want to go to, because yeah, that would suck. Numero 3 is don't be afraid to invest money into your education. Spending $800 for extra help on the ACT to score a pretty hefty scholarship is way better than spending $35,000 on college fees and feeling like you save money in the long run. It's like real estate. Yeah, a house may be pretty expensive of a down payment of like $30,000. But once you start renting out the house and you start making that income back, you're just not only gonna break even, but your ROI is gonna shoot through the roof. And you're just gonna be making money every single month without even having to do much. Your education is exactly the same. It's an investment. Your ROI will definitely be greater than your initial payments. So don't be afraid to spend money on your education. Tip number 4 is just try. Most people think that they have no chance of getting a kick-ass scholarship. Most people think that, oh, it's only like the top 10 in your class that, you know, can get the hefty scholarship, who could, you know, go to Harvard. But honestly, just try. If you never try, you'll never know. Chances are that the people that you feel are qualified to actually get the scholarships that you want don't even have the self-confidence in themselves to actually go out and get it. But of course, take it seriously. If you really are gonna try, then go the distance. So many people just pick something up and drop it as soon as it gets tough. But that's where you shine. Any area that you feel like you lack in for qualification, you will make up for it in just pure desire and consistency. I speak this from experience. I was never the straight A student in high school, nor did I get the highest ACT, nor I was top 10 in my class. However, I made sure that I shined in every area that I could so that it would be impossible to turn me away. I ended up with a full ride scholarship to the University of New Mexico. Now, I don't say this to make myself look good, because I was once that hopeless high schooler who thought my dreams were unattainable. And if someone who was like me would have told me that it was possible, it would have definitely been a game changer earlier on. So go out and get it. Number 5 is take an intermediate or basic chemistry or biology class. If you're pursuing a STEM or pre-med major, I would highly recommend this, because chemistry earlier on in the semester kind of kicked my ass a little bit, alright? So definitely give this a shot. I would recommend taking these classes even if your credit didn't even transfer to your college that you wanted to go to, because chemistry and biology are like the base of everything that you should know as a pre-med, and the classes are just gonna stack on top of it from there. So if you're solid in these classes earlier on, you're gonna kill it. Alright, number 6 is don't take the ACT or SAT lightly. This is a huge key to scoring big scholarships, and this is your chance to save tons of money in college. Like I said earlier, it's an investment, and a big one on the ACT and SAT is your investment of time. And if you struggle with the test, it's not the end of the world. There are tons of strategies that are super beneficial, and it is a learnable skill. Definitely take this seriously, as it determines a big portion of how much you spend in college and what scholarships you get. Alright, number 7 is every part of your resume counts. I know I just said that the ACT and SAT is a big portion, which it is, but universities and scholarship programs look at everything, such as your personal statements, your leadership positions, your community service, your work, honestly, your sports, honestly, there's tons of stuff that goes into it. And every part of your life that you could highlight and show that you're worth the money, that you're worth it, can really help you score the scholarships that you want. And if you struggle academically, then this is where you shine. Number 8 is come into college with a major in mind. There are so many people who didn't take the time in high school to at least explore what they may be interested in. So they end up going to college, for a couple years, and then not really knowing what they want to do because they never really took the time to understand what it is that they wanted to do. Now, this does not mean that you have to have your whole life figured out by the time you're 18. This just means that you should have a general idea as to what you may be interested in. If you come into college without a clue as to what you want to do, you're just gonna waste time and money. So try to find the things that interest you, and if you're struggling to find what your interest may be, perhaps just knock out some prereqs along the way until you get a sort of an idea of what it is that you want. And if you're really unsure as to what you may want to do, consider your options. There's tons of fields outside of college that you could totally shine in. Number 9 is try and contact the people who scored the scholarship that you want. Why guess what the scholarship program may want? Instead, why not just ask those who went through the entire process and who got accepted and see what they did right and see what, how they got in. This also gives you a good gauge as to how far off the mark you are. And even if you don't know the people who got the scholarship too well, I'm sure they'll be likely to help you because they were just in your shoes and they can relate to you. Tip number 10, try to pick some solid roommates with similar goals. Okay, so it may be hard trying to have a bunch of art majors as roommates if you're pre-med. This is no disrespect to art majors. All I'm saying is that pre-med tend to have more demanding classes than a lot of other majors. We have to take organic chemistry, genetics, and a whole lot of other difficult classes. And that comes at the expense of having to do a whole lot more studying for your classes. And if you're constantly doing homework and studying, your roommates may not understand why you work so hard, and they may be innocently trying to take you away from your schoolwork. So try and surround yourself around people who have similar goals and similar majors in mind. Make sure that you guys get along and that you guys can really grow and be productive together. Plus, you guys will be able to help each other out with homework, studying, and just be able to really help each other do well in classes. All my roommates are pre-med, and it is so nice having them to just bounce ideas off of, study together, and just talk about similar things that we have in mind. And plus, they're super chill. Shout out the Bombay boys. Tip number 11 is expect no wiggle room in college. College professors aren't gonna make you study, and they're not gonna be checking up on you if you're missing assignments in your certain classes. You're an adult now, and you're gonna be treated accordingly. A lot of professors couldn't care less if you didn't turn in a homework assignment. It sucks, but it's the honest truth. It's often never personal, but it's just these professors have so many students that they just can't keep tabs on everyone. So definitely go into college with the state of mind that this is all on you. Tip number 12 is if you're thinking about going into medicine, first, shadow. I highly recommend shadowing any professions that you feel that you're interested in. This will give you a good idea as to what your dream job may be actually like. I dedicate a lot of my interest in healthcare due to just shadowing different healthcare providers. It was so cool to see so many doctors and nurses and just other healthcare providers who really enjoy their job and who just felt so fulfilled in their job. And it's also great because instead of guessing as to what your dream job may be like, go out and just find out for yourself. Why take someone else's word for it when you could experience it firsthand? Plus, I feel like this will give you some more motivation in your studying so that you know what you're looking forward to. You know what the end goal is in mind. Tip number 13 is save money in high school. Okay, so college is expensive. Crazy, huh? Of course, there's scholarships, financial aid, and all these other programs that can help you out. However, there's still many little fees that you may have to take care of that you may not be aware of. And sometimes things come up and you need money. And if you never saved a dime in high school, then you might be in some kind of trouble. So try limit your spending and try saving up as much as you can. So whenever shit hits the fan, you're ready. Tip number 14 is learn to love self-education. All the way to the end of college, we are spoon-fed what we feel like we should know. And this is all backed up by the school system that, makes these rules of things that they deem to be important for every kid to know. And if you're like me, you probably didn't find half the things that they taught us in high school to be a valuable life skill. Just think about it. Life is full of difficulties, such as financial issues, mental health issues, and honestly, just the overall struggle of trying to be oneself. Nor does school teach you how to really get ahead in life, such as, teaching you how to do taxes, how to invest, how to start a business. None of these things are taught in school. And if you can't rely on school to teach you how to utilize your your capabilities to the fullest capacity, then you must take these matters into your own hands. You can do this by, just reading more books, just, researching and taking notes on more interesting YouTube videos, and just talking to people who have, done the whole life thing, and who've come out at the end of it and who have a lot of great advice and who could really help you. School is a great thing and it can really help you reach the destination that you want. However, never rely on it to teach you what you need to know. And tip number 15 is enjoy your high school experiences and friends. High school goes by quick, so give it all you got. But remember to smell the roses along the way. There has to be a balance in life between work and play. So don't overwork yourself to a point to where you forget what it's like to be a teenager. Keep grinding, keep shining, and remember, you have time. Alright, I just want to thank you guys for watching this video, and if you guys have found value in this video, I ask you guys can please hit that like button. If you guys can please subscribe, and I'll be coming out these videos as soon as I can. So thank you guys for watching, and peace.